Operation Rolling Thunder is under the microscope. The multi-agency traffic enforcement campaign is conducted every year by the Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office. Now, a law firm claims parts of the program are unconstitutional and violate civil rights. Our Chloe Salsameda has more.
Hundreds of drivers were pulled over in Spartanburg County during Operation Rolling Thunder in 2022. According to data provided by the Sheriff's Office, 144 cars were searched as a result of those traffic stops. Attorneys with the Institute for Justice recently reviewed reports from those traffic stops to learn why those drivers were pulled over.
They pull people over for things like driving too close to the car in front of them or not adequately signaling a lane change.
Attorneys analyzed reports from each traffic stop. They claim they show that deputies relied on speculation when deciding which cars to search.
When it comes to officers who are trying to find probable cause to search someone's car, there's really nothing that you can do in order to avoid, triggering a search. Because it turns out if you talk too much, then the officers will say that's suspicious. But if you don't talk enough, then the officers will say that's suspicious too. It seems that you just can't win.
Attorneys also argue that deputies disproportionately stopped and searched cars driven by black drivers.
This is a program that disproportionately affects minority drivers. And another thing we found is that by far the majority of the people who were being pulled over were from out of state. They had out of state plates.
According to the Sheriff's Office, more than $968,000 were seized during Operation Rolling Thunder.
As far as the records show, every time they found cash in a car, they decided that cash was somehow linked to a crime and they decided to keep it. Even when in a number of these records, there's no indication that there were any drugs in the car. There's any indication of any other evidence that would link the cash to criminal activity.
Attorneys argue this is not how policing should work.
The way that this ought to work is police should be building cases, they should be investigating. Instead, what we're seeing here is just, pulling over random cars, searching people who, again, most of them didn't do anything wrong. And none of that is making the community safer.
We reached out to the Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office, but they declined to provide an interview or statement for our story. In Spartanburg County, Chloe Salsameda, 7 News.